everybody, this is Zaxter99 back with CreatiVerse here. Just wanted to go over a couple more things after I figured a couple more things out with this game. First thing I recognized is that this game is going to be free to play when it actually launches. At least that's the developers' plans now. So the $19.99 US charge is for early access. Now see that beacon of light in the background? That's where I last died. So it shows you where you last died so you can go recover all your loot. Because you do drop everything you're carrying except the stuff in your hotbar when you die. Here I'm fighting a night bird. The baddies come out at night. These things aren't too terribly difficult. And I took his loot. Here you notice that I have a wooden... it's actually, I think this is a vine. I broke my wooden sword that I had built. So I'm trying to recover a wooden sword. Here I'm putting up some torches, kind of lighting my way up around the area that I've decided to call home here, which is back there where my teleporter and my crafting table is. And here I'm acquiring wood to make a new wooden sword. Killing some pigs, trying to get their bones, getting the wood that I need. And coming over here and crafting that wooden sword, which is my only option to craft there. The only thing I have the supplies for. Now, keep in mind here that you can click finish now. Be careful when you're doing that because that will use up your 400 whatever points they are at the top. And those are, I believe, things you can only buy with raw cash. So you might want to try to save those for other things and be patient when you're creating items and not use those up. So I've got my wooden sword here, and I'll equip it just by hitting the right mouse button. It automatically goes down to my slot. I can hit then the K button to equip it at any time, or the tab button, sorry. Now here's a glitch. You see, you notice the blocks. I'm kind of seeing the sky through them, and I can't move. I can't jump. So if you see this happen, just log out of the game. You don't have to quit the game, just log out and log back in. And it should fix it. As you see, I log back in and I no longer see the sky through the terrain. And the only reason I can't jump up is because tree leaves are right above me. So I move out of the way of the tree leaves and I can jump up. And that's pretty much that. Now here I'm crafting some healing potions. These work a lot better than the mushrooms that you can pick to actually heal your health. It makes 4 at a time, and these ingredients aren't too terribly hard to acquire. You need to kill the leafy animals. Those things are really easy to kill. They always run from you. They never attack you. Unless it's at night, then they do become a little bit aggressive. They turn into night leafies or something. Pretty much everything at night turns into more aggressive. So you want to go ahead and drag those healing potions down to your bar. Here I'm actually looking at making a explosive bomb. Again, those don't require that much either. They require some leather. You can get some crystal shards. I believe the crystal shards that I killed all were dropped off of the leafies at night. And gunpowder, which that kind of drops on random things, and you can find it in chests and stuff like that as well. So I've got myself 4 bombs now. I've got myself 8 healing potions. I am headed back down into this cavern where I found some really deadly monsters. They're called Loomies or something like that. Can't remember the exact name of them. Here I see a chizard, which is a big bird. It's pretty obnoxious, but it's not terribly difficult to take out. But these deep dark caverns like this can definitely have some good loot chests in them. I found a good loot chest down here. And some really bad monsters, at least the worst ones that I've found yet. Be careful when you're going down. You don't want to drop too far, or you'll end up taking a lot of damage. I've already been down here and died 4 times to these guys trying to fight them with my wooden sword, and I've dropped items on those blue things down there that you saw where I had died. And I think I looted a couple of those, or maybe all of them at this point. I went back and was able to loot them from the top ledge here, but those show where you have died previously. Now, monster glowing down there is one of the baddies. There's 2 of them down there, I know, so I throw a bomb down there to try to damage them because I wasn't able to hit them at all or hurt them at all with my sword. The second bomb is thrown, trying to throw it right between them to hit them both. There's the third bomb. I have one left. And I throw it down there, it explodes, it kills the one. It turns into a loot package there. And now I jump down to try to handle the other one. Hopefully he doesn't have a whole lot of health left. This game does not show you how much health is left of these guys. And these particular, Mirus. Mirus is what these are called. They flash these blinding lights. It doesn't do any damage to you, but what it does is it can turn you around and have you like facing in the opposite direction. And you have to kind of wait and make sure you're turned around and attacking them. Or they're going to sit there and hit you in the back until you can regain your vision. And I finally took him out and he drops a nice package there for me. These guys didn't have a whole lot of good loot on them, but they were pretty deadly. But that's how I killed them, was making those bombs. Pretty fun stuff. Really liking this game. Check it out on Steam. Early access charges, $19.99. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.